We're shifting focus, ladies and gentlemen, to another big story. The deportation of Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra from Thailand is now officially underway, marking the first concrete step towards bringing the nightclub owners back to India in connection with the Goa fire that claimed 25 lives. Their passports were revoked by Indian authorities after the fire, leading to their detention in Thailand. Under Thai law, the cancellation of their passports has made their stay in the country illegal, necessitating court clearance for deportation, expected to take at least 48 hours. Meanwhile, India must issue an emergency travel certificate to facilitate their deportation.
The Immigration Bureau of Bangkok is where the Luthra brothers are now housed. It's in my backdrop. The Immigration Bureau is shut over the weekend, and that is the reason why it is taking time for the Luthra brothers to be taken back to Delhi or perhaps to Goa. So what really has happened over the last 36 hours or so? Exclusive input available with CNN News18 suggests that the cancellation of passport of the Luthra brothers was a masterstroke. It was an advice that was given by the international immigration specialist to the Indian government, and that in a way made it that much more easy for Thai authorities to act. So why was it a masterstroke, or why is it being called so? Once the passport was cancelled, the visa that the Thai authorities had issued to Gaurav and Saurabh Luthra became meaningless. And because of that visa violation, Thai authorities could move, and that's when they could take the two brothers into custody. Now they are lodged in the Immigration Bureau of Bangkok for that violation. Their visa conditions have been violated. They don't have a valid passport. Because of the weekend shutdown, processing of the documents, completing the legal formalities could take some time. But early next week is when Goa police is hopeful of getting custody. It is still unclear as to who will really escort the team, which team really will escort the Luthra brothers from Bangkok to India. Once the paperwork has been completed by the police, by the immigration authorities here in Bangkok, they will take a call, and then the final roadmap will be clear. So by Monday morning, it is expected that the emergency document based on which the immigration stamp when the Luthras leave Thailand, their passport or their travel document will have to have an immigration stamp that they have exited. That emergency certificate, the Indian authorities are hopeful, will be ready by Monday perhaps, and that will be step 2. Step 1 was cancellation of the passport. Step 2, getting that emergency document ready, would then facilitate deportation of the Luthras from Thailand to India.
My colleague Arunima there getting us that report from Bangkok when it comes to the deportation process concerning the Luthra. But here's what happens next. Now, on arrival, the duo will be arrested for culpable homicide. They will be produced before the court. Prosecution will present their proof. The police will probe the fire safety lapses as well as the licensing issues, as well as other charges that the Luthras face. They face money laundering investigation as well when it comes to the 42 shell companies registered to one particular address in North Delhi. So it's a gamut of different charges that the Luthras face. And remember, at the end of the day, they fled the night of the tragedy where 25 people lost their lives in that Goa club. They booked their tickets while people were dying inside that club amid the blaze, and they fled to Thailand. But the swift move of the Indian government allowed the cancellation of the passport, and at the same time, now the deportation process is underway. Currently, it's the weekend, which is why the court proceedings are not taking place, but a court needs to pronounce their illegal stay in Thailand before they can be deported. To get more details, I'm joined by Arunima, who's joining us from Bangkok. So Arunima, clearly, as you were pointing out, the swift move coming in from the Indian government led to this entire state of affairs, which led to the revocation of the passport, and now the court hearing will take place to declare them illegal and the deportation process to begin. Do they have any legal remedies within Thailand at play, or is it a done and dusted thing? We're just waiting for that court hearing to formally just declare them as illegal residents, and that's when the deportation can be expedited.
It's a matter of time. Deportation will happen, there's no doubt about that, because the passport has been cancelled, and therefore the visa status also does not hold anymore. Which means that the Luthra brothers' current status in Thailand is that of illegals. And where are their points? What is the point of origin? It is India. the deportation will happen and they will be deported to India. So that's settled. The question is when. So when we have been speaking to central agency officials who have handled deportation cases earlier, what they say is that ordinarily deportation takes time, sometimes up to months and not days. And here we are talking about just within days of getting detained. We're already at a stage where Goa Police is hoping that early next week, perhaps by Tuesday or early Wednesday, they will be able to take custody of the Luthra brothers. So to the ordinary Indian citizen who's watching our broadcast or who's watching the coverage, it might seem that if they have been detained in Phuket already, it's been close to 36 to 48 hours, why are they not in India as such? So the answer is the legal procedure that has to be followed and also the weekend break that has come in between. The one thing that is available in terms of legal recourse to the Luthra brothers, they do have the legal recourse to challenge the detention order that the Thai government has served on them. Whether it is feasible or not, since Indian government has decided to cancel their passport, will their legal challenge stand or not? On that, legal opinion is still being taken. Thai government on its part is moving for that court order. And once that court order is received, perhaps an Indian team will travel to Bangkok to escort the Luthra brothers to Delhi first and then onwards to Goa. That's the sense that the Luthra's legal team have. The transit remand will be obtained from Delhi. But all eyes on this Immigration Bureau that you see in my background. That's the Immigration Bureau of Bangkok. I'll just step aside so that you can have a full view. That's the Immigration Bureau office here in Bangkok. The investigation wing in this Immigration Bureau in Subdivision 3, that's where the Luthra brothers are housed at the moment. They're not being interrogated is something that has been clarified. There's nothing left to interrogate them because Thai authorities have prima facie found them guilty of violating the visa condition. But they are bidding their time. Thai authorities are waiting for the court order before the formal process of stamping their emergency certificate and then deporting them to India begins.
Right, so they're currently at the Immigration Bureau in Bangkok, but everyone is awaiting that court process to get initiated after the weekend break. Thank you, Arunma, for getting us that update from Bangkok as the legal proceedings are awaited for the deportation. I'm also joined by Yesha to get the latest from Goa, where this entire tragedy took place. And now there has been a complete crackdown on the so-called business empire of the Luthras. Yesha, can you tell us more about the investigation that's unfolding inside Goa? Because Ajay Gupta has also given a lot of details when it comes to the shady dealings, if you will, of the Luthras and how particular illegal properties were mutated over time and, kept operational till this tragedy occurred at that particular nightclub.
Absolutely. In fact, there have time and again been notices that have been served to this very property bought by Romeo Lane. In fact, there have been legal petitions that have been filed stating that the entire structure is illegal. However, the Goa Police, as part of investigation, has found out that from 1996 onwards was where a restaurant and eatery was operating at that very place. Eventually, the change of hands took place, and that's where the whole structure, the lavish nightclub that it was in fact formed. What's also important at this very point is that this very nightclub, the reason why there were 25 people who lost their life was because of a single exit. Now here there was just one exit wherein the serving would take place. The back exit for the hotel staff who was in fact present in the kitchen remained missing. In fact, that was locked, and that is why these lives were lost. When it comes to Ajay Gupta, he in his statement has gone ahead to confirm that Luthra brothers had invested into this property. The land in this case was actually owned by Surinder Khosla. Surinder Khosla had purchased this from a local person called Pradeep Gadi Amonkar. This Pradeep Gadi Amonkar has in fact gone ahead to challenge this in the court time and again, saying that there were several illegal activities taking place at this very property. When Ajay Gupta's statement was recorded, he happened to also speak about that that this very land, the nightclub where it was operating, was taken by Luthra brothers from Surinder Khosla on lease, and it was Luthra brothers who were actually financiers of this very nightclub. Now, the role of Ajay Gupta, he has time and again said that he was just a sleeping partner. He had no role to play in the operations of the club. But the fact that he was present in Goa on the night
Right.
when this fire broke out and then managed to escape to Delhi is something that's already being questioned in itself. Yes.
Absolutely. And Ajay Gupta, in fact, faked a spine issue and was nabbed by the police from a Delhi hospital as the investigation continued. Yasha and Arunima, thank you for getting us all of those updates. We will continue to track all the developments. For now, quick break. More news and updates on the other side.